Welcome to the video guide of the FlashyScience Young's Modulus experiment. On the screen you'll see a test wire that is fixed at one end and has a pulley and mass holder at the other. This is for adding mass and load to the wire later. There are also blue and red position markers, a ruler on the table for measuring the position of the markers, a cupboard for different wire samples, and drawers containing different masses. There is also a zoomed view of the red marker showing its position above the ruler. The numbers shown are in centimeters. The red marker can be clicked and dragged sideways to move its position. Dragging the marker directly leads to large, coarse movements, while clicking and dragging the marker within the zoomed view gives smaller, fine movement. Clicking on the blue marker changes the zoomed view to show its position instead. The blue marker's position can now be adjusted in the same way as the red marker. Although the experiment can be used directly, it's best to choose a material. Click on the wire samples cupboard to open it, and then the green and white arrow icon that appears in the top right of the screen. You are now in the wire selection screen. This shows a micrometer, 5 materials to choose from, and a copy of the chosen wire material to the right of the micrometer. The available materials are the steel alloys Steel 4340 and Steel 304, aluminium, copper, and nylon. Clicking on any of these on the bottom row of wires will cause it to become highlighted, and the wire near the micrometer becomes the chosen material. It's important to measure the width of the wire before using it in the experiment. To do this, first, open the micrometer by clicking on the micrometer thumbscrew and dragging it down. The wire sample can then be clicked and dragged so that it snaps into place inside the open micrometer. Click and drag the thumbscrew up to tighten the micrometer around the wire sample. The numbers on the rotating scale represent hundredths of a millimeter. The markers on the underlying body of the micrometer represent half-millimeter steps that should be added to the number on the rotating scale. No half-millimeter steps are seen in this case, so the wire width is simply that shown by the rotating scale. Here, that is approximately 18 hundredths of a millimeter, or 0.18 millimeters. Closing the micrometer causes the row of wire materials to disappear and a green and white tick icon to appear in the top left of the screen. Click on this icon to return to the main screen. The screen now has a wire of the chosen material in place. The position of the red and blue markers are reset and can be positioned again. The 4 drawers contain 10 gram, 20 gram, 50 gram, and 100 gram masses. Click on any of these and it will open and a zoomed view of the mass holder will appear. Click on the green plus icon next to the zoomed mass holder to add a mass from the open drawer to the holder. Clicking multiple times will result in more masses being added. In this case, 50 grams is added on each click and its load is applied to the wire immediately. Masses can be added in any order by selecting different mass drawers. Clicking the red X icon removes the topmost mass and reduces the load on the wire. When you want to change wire or your test wire breaks, simply close the mass drawers and go back to the wire samples cupboard to choose a new wire material. If at any time you're unsure what you can click to control the experiment, you can click the icon in the top left corner of the screen. This is the click information icon and it will display a graphic that highlights anything that can be clicked to control the experiment. When you're finished looking at that, click Close to return to the experiment. The Young's Modulus experiment can be used to investigate lots of tensile properties of wires. There's lots to explore, and we hope you enjoy using this FlashyScience experiment.